Just but that's over with, and we move on, get to conference. Honestly, good to see some of the younger guys do well. McIntyre, I thought he threw well, and good to see, I don't know, Kendall Diggs come in and get 3 hits, and just played solid defense, and game got a little long there towards the end. You know, we didn't throw enough strikes in one inning, cost a couple of runs, but overall, I thought our pitchers did a nice job.
Looks like Leach has been swinging the bat really well these midweek games. What did you see from him on his home run and just his overall performance today?
I mean, I think he's been swinging the bat well in midweek games. He's been swinging the bat well in practice. He's getting better with the bat. Obviously, he works hard. I think he's been steady behind the plate, and just is developing a little bit there. And he's a guy that I wouldn't have a problem catching in a conference game or bringing him off the bench to pinch hit, and even considering that with a couple of times. But it's been really good to see him catch well, and our pitchers gaining confidence in him.
You touched on it there with McIntyre's start. What did you see from him on the mound today?
He walked. He walked 3, 4. I mean, they weren't like 4-pitch walks. They full count walks, guys battling. Some of his misses were close. You take away maybe 2 of those walks, I think he had a really good outing. 4 walks and 4 2/3 innings is too much. Usually it's going to get you. But he did a good job of keeping the ball down, and he worked out of a jam or 2. I thought he did a pretty good job. And last week he threw great. This week he threw good. But hoping probably give him the ball again next week.
Have you had any pitchers in the last couple of weeks introduce themselves to the weekend roster, like could elevate to the weekend?
Well, we can, the way the league lets us, we don't have to just bring 27. We can take 28, 30. I guess we can take as many as we want. We may take 30 on this trip and then turn in a 27-man roster. And, you might ask why. Well, just so they can see it, to be on the road and see what goes on if they haven't been there. Like McIntyre, he hadn't been on a road trip with us, and we're going to take him. And he may be on the roster. I don't know. If we feel like he would throw Sunday, maybe not, but at least he'd be there working out with us, getting ready to pitch. I don't know. I mean, I'm looking down here. I'd say it's pretty much been about the same travel squad as far as, who I turn in to a conference, in a conference series on who has the opportunity to get on the field. I'd say it's pretty much the same.
What's Slavin's looking like? Is he going to get a black eye there, or what's?
Yeah, I think the ball came up and it hit him solid, but it kind of rode him up there. He's kind of shot up, is what the doctors told me, and they said it kind of messed up his contact. Looks like he's a little puffy underneath the eye, and probably have a little bit of a black eye, but they said he's going to be okay. As of now, that's what I've been told.
Yes, we won't get to talk to you before the A&M series. What are you looking forward to about that this upcoming weekend?
What am I looking forward to? I'm looking for us to go out and just play solid baseball. And, it's going to be completely different weather than we've been kind of playing in. It's going to be really warm, upper 80s, 90 degrees, windy. We've been playing in wind, but it mostly been blowing in, at least at home. And I think it's going to probably blow out one way or another down there. Usually when it's warm in College Station and the wind's out of anywhere but the north, it's going to blow out at their ballpark. But I've been keeping up with obviously the teams that are coming down the road for us as far as games. And so I've been watching A&M, and they've been playing really well, swinging the bats, pitching well. I think their Friday guy was the pitcher of the week last week, and they're scoring a lot of runs. I know they scored 13 against Dallas Baptist last night, and they're no pushover. DBU is a good program. So they're scoring and they're confident, and it's going to be a major challenge for us.
Yeah, and just maybe some characteristics of a team's coached by Schlossnagel. What do you think of him and what he's done?
Yeah, really good coaching staff. I mean, they've got LSU's hit coaches there from the past. I've got Oregon State's pitching coach who was at Arizona. Schloss been at TCU, did a great job there. He's been a great job at Tulane. I mean, wherever he's been, they've done well. So they're definitely, we'll have those guys ready. And, they seem like what I've seen is they're playing their best baseball right now.
You mentioned they're swinging the bats and scoring a lot of runs. Y'all have been pitching really well lately. What's your confidence level in your staff, both starters and your bullpen?
Well, I'm confident in our starters because they've gone out every weekend and given us an opportunity to get into the game. And, what do I mean by that? 5-6 innings usually. And that does save your bullpen a little bit, but they've been consistent, throw strikes, compete. And then the guys that we bring out of the pen, they kind of know their roles now a little bit. And, as a coach, you always need one more pitcher, you always need one more hitter, but the guys that we put out there have done well on the weekends.
Happy enough that two more guys got to pitch today rather than run ruling them,
Yeah, I mean, knowing that we got to leave tomorrow, I wouldn't mind scoring a couple more runs, but it was good to see Ledbetter and Plyman come in and do a pretty good job there. And I thought Miller was really sharp. Ledbetter, he flashed pretty good fastball, and through one breaking ball we really liked, hung a couple others, but just to get them on the mound, that's good for them getting experience, obviously, and then giving us an opportunity to watch them a little bit. So we used a lot of guys the last 2 days. Okay. All right. Thanks.